That let us down. All the stars are aligned. All the stars are healthy. Home court is home court, and I think both teams have proven they can go on the road and get victories.
All right, can't wait to get to it. And so much really to talk about as we get set for Cleveland and Golden State. Great matchups. We're going to start with the quarterback battle. Steph and Kyrie both coming in on track into this finals as Curry carved up the Spurs. But before that, a strong effort round one against Portland. He banged home 7 threes in this game at 37 as Golden State swept the Blazers to start their perfect run. That was in Game 4, a rescue mission Game 1 of the conference finals. 19 in the third, 40 in the game. Warriors rally, not only win the game, but avert disaster, and they stay perfect. As for Kyrie, slow start at the beginning of the playoffs. What a stretch. With a 37-point effort against the Pacers, Kyrie has developed into a cold-blooded assassin and then Uncle Drew's finest moment in the playoffs. Game 4 of the conference finals, 21 in the third, career best, 42 playoff-wise, in a rescue game with LeBron in foul trouble, and a bounce back for Cleveland, which lost Game 3. So the question is, will they go nose to nose? Will they have in the finals? But I'm talking about directly. Career 4-4 on the biggest stage. Kyrie has a better scoring average and field goal percentage. Steph better from three and a shade better in the assist department. In short, you are looking, Dennis, at two maestros of the floor and two of the most dangerous players in the game. First, we're going to start with Kyrie Irving and that special performance that took place against the Boston Celtics.
You called it, Vince, special performance. LeBron James gets that fourth foul, and Kyrie said it's time for me to take over and remind people how good I am, and arguably one of the best, if not the best, offensive one-on-one player in our game. But what I like about Kyrie is his patience. When you're a one-on-one player, you wait and see if the defense is going to switch, but also the jab step. As you watch some of these plays, watch how Kyrie uses the jab to kind of create space to get into his groove. This play right here, he gets the rebound. Now he's coming downhill. He has the defense on his heels. Now he's able to use the angles, avoid the charge, get the easy basket. Right here, the injury, most people thought, wait a minute, ankle. We know Kyrie's been injured before. Look like he may be done. Tough break right there. Right there, you see the ankle turn. Most guys are done, Vince. Kyrie sucks it up, continues to play, and we know what type of fourth quarter he put on along with third quarter. Right here, watch the jab set. Create a little space. See right there, now you create vision. Now you can break down the defense, get to where you want on the floor. Now the help on the weak side of the floor is occupied with Kyle Korver. We can't leave him. Now Kyrie is able to get to the basket and score. Now this right here is what I call a deep, deep money ball. Why? Because I've gotten to the basket. I've gotten to the free throw line. Now I got the defense on his heels. Create some more space. Now step back, leave it, splash. Mind you, now LeBron James is on the bench. Kyrie's taking over. This is why if you're a Cavs fan, yes, LeBron's going to set the table. But Uncle Drew is feeling himself right now. He's feeling good.
No question. He's doing this against Avery Bradley in those clips.
Top defensive
and also
player.
Rozier, tough little player
player
as well. So do you think that Steph and Kyrie, are we going to see a little bit of that game within the game? They're going to match up?
I hope so. And here's why. Because now, arguably, the two best point guards in our game. Kyrie, one-on-one, and Steph with the movement in GSW's offense. Now, each guy has to stay disciplined on the defensive end. Otherwise, you get in foul trouble.
Yeah, you talk about discipline. So let's talk about the principles of guarding either one of these guys once they get out on the wing. And then you have to be disciplined, too, if you're weak side help, if you're a big. All those boxes have to be checked, correct?
They all have to be checked because it's two different players. Like I said before, when Golden State's offense, you know things are going to be moving. You know Steph's going to be moving. You know any missed shot by Golden State, guess what? They're looking for Steph running to a corner, running to the top of the key area. So that's why if you're the Cavaliers, you have to be very, very disciplined because not just the half-court set where you're worried about Clay or Steph, in that matter, getting a three-point shot.
It's not just about numbers, Dennis, but you have two of these guys who are really big stage performers. So you know each and every night they are certainly capable, as we saw in that little video rip we had, of doing a game takeover. That could happen to you, your team.
That's why you're so excited about this series, because you don't know if Kyrie's going to take over a game, if Steph, if KD or Clay, whoever it may be. So that's why both coaches are sitting in their war rooms right now saying, what game plan can I put together? Which poison am I going to play with? And say, okay, guys, make sure we stay disciplined on the defensive end.
You guys always say, don't get him going.
Don't get him going, because there's so many different guys that can get going any given night.
They come to the bench. Why'd you get him going?
Yes.
I wasn't trying to. All right, let's get to the stat of the night presented to you by Corona Extra. And it's intense love, Dennis, everlasting love, a love story. Stop me. I'm going overboard.
I got love for you.
An impressive run through the postseason for Kevin Love. And his best, certainly. He's been a great inside presence, scorer, rebounder, and maybe he's the key to the Cavs in this finals. We'll talk about that in a moment. But Saturday, Love responded to the man he'll match up with, Draymond Green, who had that annihilate, destroy Cleveland soundbite from back in October.
He's competitive. I mean, he's one of the most competitive players in the league, and, you know, he kind of spoke this into existence. I mean, a guy that he said he wanted us. You know, he has us starting next Thursday, and you know, he's a guy that brings it every single night. So, you know, it's how the finals went down last year. You know, if I were in his shoes, I'd want the same thing.
All right, so he understands, and Draymond's going to be waiting for him, that's right, for sure. But Love right now, Dennis, what are you seeing in this Kevin Love that we haven't seen in past playoffs?
Well, I think basketball fans have to understand that the Kevin Love that once was in Minnesota was one guy, but he found a new love getting in the Cavs. And the reason I say that because now he's figured out a way how to post up some, but understanding when LeBron James and Kyrie on the floor, you have to find that open spot either in the corner or on the wings. And I thought in this series right here, he found a groove. He understood that LeBron and Kyrie look for him. And oh, wait a minute, that's the old Kevin Love right there. Every now and then I will mix it up, get on that block, and remind people I still can dominate down low. But offense, also the defensive glass, those 17 rebounds and just really dominating down low, understand that I can still have my imprint and help this team win by rebounding.
Right, when Boston was trying to keep Tristan Thompson off the glass, Kevin Love really took over in that department.
That's huge.
Plus, you know, the one thing he's done is that he has made the outlet pass sexy again, right, Dennis?
It's sexy.
That lost art, he's brought that back. So kids, pay attention. It's important.
Rebounding's still fun and important.
Right.
Yes.
But here's some outlet
Come on, look at this right here. On the dime, and it's ironically that 99% of the time, it's LeBron James on the end of that pass for the easy touchdown. LeBron James for another touchdown. Good defense, contest, love rebound, and that's LeBron James for another first down.
How many guys make that pass? And by the way, if you're Uncle Splash, he's Uncle Outlet.
No question about it. This is the king of the outlet. As a kid watching the Bullets play, look at that. Over the head, chest pass, right in stride, right in lane, lay the ball up. This is awesome right here for you young people at home.
Oh.
For you young, look at that. That's one hand outlet, one bounce for a layup. Good defense, good rebounding, outlet the ball. You always hear coaches talking about throw the ball ahead. That's called early, easy offense. It takes so much pressure off your half-court offense.
I'm glad he's brought that back. You know, Wes Unseld, they say he could peel it off the glass and fire it and hit the other backboard.
True story.
Across the floor.
True story.
Heady times for the Golden State Warriors, and Dennis, it was so important for them to get that first one. You heard in the piece, 4 decades since they had last won a championship, and this seemed to reset everything for the Golden State Warriors.
Keyword or phrase reset, I think of change of culture, new ownership. So when you start from the top all the way down, they started adding all the right pieces to make a great winning organization. So you get new ownership, you bring in the right coach, you get the right players, and last but not least, you get everybody to buy into the winning concept. So when you watch them play on the floor, you watch everything around Golden State, things have changed.
No, it has. And now there is a precedent, there is a standard that is with the Golden State Warriors, and you talked about it, from the players to the front office, even Jerry West. So you have him.
Yes, great call. Great call.
You got Rick Barry up on the walls and Nate Thurman. So there's really an air of greatness there that follows the Golden State Warriors, and a level that you have to keep there.
And that level you're talking about, the whole NBA talks about culture, a winning culture. So when you have guys showing up early for practice, leaving late, doing all the right things, the extra passes, playing for one another, all those phrases a lot of franchises talk about, but the Golden State Warriors are being about it. And to your point, having that reset, now players want to go be a part of that movement.
But in some ways, I'm thinking that this year may be as important as that first championship for Golden State, given what happened last season.
Well, given what happened last season, you see what LeBron James has done going back home to Ohio. Cleveland, I love you. So both teams, both franchises have changed their culture, winning ways, playing the right way. Before, no one really wanted to go to Cleveland. Why do you want to go there? Well, LeBron James has made it a fun place to play because you're playing for what? Championships. The same thing Golden State Warrior fans and players are playing for, championships.
Championships, that's what it's all about. All right, as we go to break.
I might be on their list. Got to tune in and watch it.
At the buzzer, it's the game changer. You live this too.
Oh, yes.
The three-pointer.
I like those guys.
And the three-point shooters impacting this series big time. League top 25 three-pointers made crew right here, including 1 and 2, the Splash Brothers. So the threes are going to be flying. Boom! And,
it's going to be raining.
No question
It's
about
going to
it.
be raining.
Listen, 7 straight finals appearances for LeBron James. And going back to you, it's a tremendous accomplishment, Dennis, because it's fleeting, isn't it? You thought you'd be back many times, I'm sure, as a player.
Shaq and I talk about it, Penny and I talk about it, sitting on the bus as the Rockets beat us, we're looking at it and say, you know what, we're going to be back. I'm only in my 5th year, Shaq and Penny second and third years. So say, you know what, I think this is going to be something we'll be back many times. So watching LeBron do it and what he's going through, you kind of look at it and say, man, it's unbelievable this man is doing this.
And we're watching history. These two great teams at the peak of their powers right now, locking up in the finals. I can't wait.
I can't wait. So for all you fans out there, get your umbrellas because it's going to be raining threes. It's going to be raining, so get your umbrellas ready.
Dennis Scott may get back out there. He may make
Oh, there you go, Vince.
You ready?
My hands sweat again. I got about 10 minutes left.
I know you do. As long as you don't have to run.
No. Spot up in
Spot
the
up,
corner,
baby.
baby.
Spot up.
There you go.
That's going to do it for us. This Game Time. For Dennis Scott, I'm Vince Cellini. It won't be long now. Finals 2017.